Welcome. So in this video we'll learn about the nomenclature of milk proteins. Nomenclature of milk proteins. So nomenclature का क्या मतलब होता है? नामकरण. हम milk proteins का नामकरण कैसे करते हैं वो आज हम जानेंगे. तो in the past several research workers made attempts to suggest nomenclature based on the resolution of milk proteins on free boundary electrophoresis. So in the past several researchers tried to give the nomenclature of milk proteins based on their resolution, based on their separation of milk proteins on the free boundary electrophoresis. Now a committee, namely American Dairy Science Association, American Dairy Science Association Committee on Milk Protein Nomenclature, Classification and Methodology, has given a classification system for the known proteins in milk. American Dairy Science Association Committee on Milk Protein Nomenclature, Classification and Methodology has given a classification system for the known proteins in milk. Now, this committee was established in 1954 and given its report first time in the 1954 itself. And after that, several time modifications has been taken place in nomenclature in the nomenclature of the milk proteins. Now, according to this system of classification, a Greek letter with or without a numerical precedes the class name. So, if this is an example of protein and this is casein in the class name, so if this is the class name, beta is the family name. Casein is the class name, B is the genetic variant, P is the 5 post-translational phosphorylations, and fragment 12105, that is it is having N-terminal amino acid starting through residue 1 through residue 105. So according to this system of classification, Greek letter, so here this is a Greek letter with or without the numerical, so it may have numerical also sometimes, precede the class name when necessary to identify the family of the, so it is giving you the family of the proteins. Then next, the genetic variant. Genetic variant of the protein is indicated by the uppercase Arabic letter, that is here. This uppercase Arabic letter is there with or without a numerical superscript. So sometimes superscripts can also be there, like A1, A2. So superscript can also be there with the genetic variant, as you must have seen. With or without a numerical superscript immediately following the class name. This happens after the class name. You will have the genetic variant. Then there are post-translational modifications also. So you know, when translation is the process of synthesis of proteins by the RNA, that is translation. And once the proteins are synthesized, several post-translational modifications can also happen, like phosphorylation or glycosylation. So post-translational modifications are added in the sequence. So next come the post-translational modifications. So it is indicating that there are 5 post-translational phosphorylation for this protein. Okay, then fragment 1 to 05, the amino acid sequence from N-terminal amino acid through residue 1 to residue 105. This indicate that the fragment is 1 to 105. Actually, this protein is nothing but the para-kappa casein. Okay, sometimes if there is confusion with regard to the Greek letter, which is denoting the family of the proteins, then we can also add the electrophoretic mobility. So relative, let's say in bracket here we can write 1.0. So this is denoting the relative electrophoretic mobility of the protein. Sometimes this is also there. If you see in case of some proteins, you can find in bracket the relative electrophoretic mobility can also be given. So So this is the way we are giving the nomenclature to any milk proteins. So, the committee name is American Dairy Science Association Committee on Milk Protein Nomenclature, Classification and Methodology. They have given a classification system for the known proteins in milk, and this way we are naming the any protein. We say another example we can see here, that is milk fat globule membrane A15127. Yes, what does this denoting? So how will we name it? So milk fat globule membrane means it indicates the protein satisfying the operational definition for a MFGM protein. So this protein is satisfying the operational definition of a MFGM protein. That is why here it is MFGM. Then comes the A15. A15 designates the zone in the 15% lamely acrylamide gel. So a zone appears for this protein in a 15% lamely acrylamide gel. So it is written A15. 127 is the apparent molecular weight of the in kilodalton. So 127 kilodalton is the apparent molecular weight of the protein, and space denotes the protein is both commissubulin blue and periodic acid is positive. So during electrophoresis, when we are causing the visualization of the proteins using dyes, so this protein is both commissubulin blue and periodic acid is positive. Okay, now if you see the 6 major proteins already stained with commissubulin blue are the xanthine dehydrogenate, xanthine oxidase. So this is xanthine dehydrogenate, xanthine oxidase. Then cluster of differentiation 36. Butyrophyllin is a protein which is unique to milk fat globule membrane in milk, and that is unique to milk fat globule membrane, and then adipoprotein. This ADP stands for adipoprotein. And then PAS is periodic acid skip positive, that is 6-7, and this is FAP, that is fatty acid binding protein. And then post stained by periodic acid skip or silver stain are the mucin 1 and the periodic acid skip 3. Mucin 1 and that is periodic acid skip that is 3. So these are stained by periodic acid skip, and some are stained by commission balloon, some are both stained by both commission balloon and periodic acid skip. As for this protein we have studied, so this way we are naming. So when it is asked that how will you know and how discuss about the nomenclature of the milk protein, so you have to give two examples, one for the milk fat glucose membrane protein and another is to for any general protein as such. So this way we are nomenclature, we are doing the nomenclature of milk proteins. Thank you.